Hello everyone, welcome to the video. This is day 3 of JavaScript 30 challenge. I already have opened the folder in VS Code, also run the live server here. So this is the output of the starter code. We have some input, range based input here, but this is not functional. Also have a color picker here, but this is also not a functional one. So what will be the final output? I have a final output code. Let's see the final output. So this is the final output, and here is the spacing, range based spacing. If I move it, it will change the padding of the image. If I change the blur option, then the blur will be changed, and if I change the color picker, then the color of the background of the image will be changed. Okay, so the main purpose of this video is changing our spacing, blur and color using this range based thing. But there is another reason, that is using css variable. And using css variable, how can we change the css variable value using JavaScript? This is the main purpose of the video. So as you can see, we have some css variable in our code. So I will go back to my starter code and write those css variable here. So I'm declaring those css variable. One is blur, the blur should be specified 10 pixel. One is color, I'm specifying the color is red. Then I'm specifying the spacing as 10 pixel. Okay, so where should I apply this? I should apply this on this image. So let's go to the let's write an image attribute. Okay, so I'm adding a padding here and add the variable. So the variable will be spacing, and add a background color. The background color will be color, and add a blur function, that is filter, then our variable. Okay, blur. So this is the initial setup. Now we have a 10 pixel padding and a background color of red, then blur functionality. So now the main purpose is making these range based input functional, and with this function we will change these values. So how can we do that? So let's see our HTML element. We have a div container. Inside the div container we have input. Okay, some input tags. Inside the input tags we have a custom data that is called pixel, that actually indicates the unit of the input. So it is basically a custom data. We have declared this for our purpose. So this also have a pixel, but the color input tag has no value, no unit. Okay, so all I have to do is take all these inputs in our JavaScript variable. For this I will use a query selector. So document dot query selector all. We had a control class, then input. I will console log it check inputs. Let's check the output here. Inside the control we can see that there is a node list, and every input are in the node list, so we can work with the node list. So basically I will add an event listener to every input. For this I will write a for each loop, for each, I will take every input and add event listener to each input. So sorry, this should be inputs. So add event listener. It should work, right? Sorry, I did a mistake that it should for each. So inside the event listener, actually add event listener, I should add an event listener that called change and call a function that will change value. So I will write the change value function separately. Change value, inside the function I will console log this. What this is basically indicating the targeted HTML element. Suppose I am calling it from input, then input tag will be console log here. So let's check this. I am removing this console log. So if I check now, okay, let's see, I'm changing this input and this input is printing here. So I can work with the input tag. Now I'm taking the unit. So we have the unit as data sizing, but this is an attribute inside the input text, so I should take the attribute. Okay, get attribute. Okay, this dot get attribute, this is data sizing. Let's console log it to check is it working or not. I am removing this. Okay, if I change this, yes, the unit is here. Now I should specify the value from the input tag. So let's take the value. Get attribute, sorry, I can take the value like this. So let's also console log the value. Yes, the value is working. Now I should actually modify these variables. This is the main challenge. How can I modify these variables? So to modify these variables, actually I have to take another query selector, I guess. No, document. Okay, I can actually take the root element by this document element. Let's print it to check. Yes, it is actually giving our root element. So I'm actually adding an style to this root element. Sorry, document element. So I will add a style and set property. So inside the set property we will add functions, sorry, the variables. How can we get the variable name? So if we look at the input name, this is the name, spacing, blur, and the name is base. So the color name they have set it as base, we will make it color. Okay, at first I'm taking the name, this dot name, then I will set the property. Okay, name, but this should be like this name, then the value should be value plus unit. Okay, I think it should work. Let's check. Yes, it is now working. The padding is changing, the spacing is changing, basically the padding is changing. If I change the blur range is working. Now let's check the color. Okay, it is not working. Why it is not working? So there is basically a problem. Okay, the problem is the input element, or input HTML element has no data sizing. Okay, when I am specifying the unit and add it with this unit, so this will give a null value. So for this I should add a or and a blank string, so that if it is null then it will take this blank string. So now I check the value. Yes, now it is working. If I remove the blur, yes, the color is now working. If I make it blue, yes, it is working. If I change the spacing, it is also working. But there is another problem. The problem is when I am moving this, there is no change. Only when I lift the mouse cursor, there is a change. So I should make some make this like behaving like when I am changing this, there is a visible change. Okay, for this we have to add another event listener. So I'm just copying this. This event listener will be mouse move, so that when I'm moving the mouse, the value will be changed. Let's see the output. So let's check the blur one. Yes, now when I'm moving the mouse, it is actually changing. Let's see it. Yes, now it is actually changing. So we actually have the base color as yellow. So I will change this to red. This is red. The input color, I think the value red. Okay, now everything is fine. This was the today's task. The code will be in my GitHub profile. You can check the link from the description. Thank you.